Hey, everybody. Just wanted to do a closing message, to all the women out here as we've come to a close for Women's History Month. I want to give a shout out to some very powerful women that I have come across in my time. I want to give a shout out to Samia Bray. I want to give a shout out to Crystal Davis and Erniko Brown, Amy McKinley, Annie Regan, Carolyn Dinkins, my mother, Mary Belcher. I want to give a shout out to all the women who have been at the margins and who have stayed at the frayed edges of the fight and didn't give up. I want to say thank you to the countless women, Jackie Patterson and the wounded warriors in this fight. There are some people who are wounded who come into this fight with their resilience every single day. And they just continue to keep on pushing and pushing and pushing. And people don't understand the stamina, the strength, and the dedication and the determination to walk wounded. So as we celebrate, Women's History Month, or as we come to a close, I want women to know that it's not about a month for you. I want to say happy Woman or Women's History Month, or shall I say Women's History Day, every day, all day, because you are fighters, you are warriors, you are game changers, you are instruments of change, you are determined, you are fortified, you are strengthened, you are broken, you are weakened, you are crying, and you are mending. And I just want to celebrate you. I want to honor you, and I want to witness you in all of your beauty. You are truly the sheroes of today. You are truly setting the precedent, and I am so honored to know that you are standing on the shoulders of others, and you are creating opportunities for our young people to come and stand on your shoulders. And so I want to thank each and every one of you. Even though I didn't name you, I want every woman, every girl to turn to herself. If you identify as, if you're non-binary, if you're lesbian, whatever it is, turn to yourself and point to yourself and say, I am a shero of today. I was a shero of yesterday, and I'm going to be a shero tomorrow. I am going to stand in all of my brilliance. I am going to continue to fight. I am going to stand in resistance. But what I'm going to do most importantly is I'm going to stand in the divine, the courageous, the power of who I am every day and all day. I want to thank you for being a part of the Black Appalachian Coalition. I know we come at you every month, but you know something? You can't say thank you enough. You can't just let people know how much you appreciate them. And I also want to let you all know we've got some really wonderful things coming up. We have the Strategy Summit coming up where we want to build out this Appalachian agenda, and we need your voice. We need we need you to come in and to offer, your vision, your strategies. Come think with us. Let's outthink, let's out imagine everything that's going on. So join us on May 2nd and 3rd. It'll be from 10 to 2. And then following that, we're going to have a series of lunch and learns. We're going to have a lunch and learn with Marnice Jackson from the Midwest Building Decarbonization on April 25th from 12 to 1:30, where she's going to talk about decarbonization. She's going to also talk about, the ways in which decarbonization connects to petrochemicals, but how do we improve the quality of life in our homes and in our communities? And, hopefully she'll be able to touch on some of the ways that the IRA or that the government is also thinking about bringing, the conversation of decarbonization as they begin to continue or as they continue to talk about deploying funds into our community. And then we're going to have a set of lunch and learns beginning in May with petrochemicals, and it's going to be an overview and then talking about the harms of petrochemicals and the ways that we can reduce those harms. And then we're going to have a conversation around policies that we can build and then come together and really begin to have a really deep conversation, on the policies that's needed, because there hasn't been many policies that have been brought forth forth with regards to petrochemicals or environmental justice. And so I just want to thank you all, for joining us. And you'll just, and you'll see in the newsletter, there's other things that we want to share with you that's happening along the way. And just keeping you informed. And we're going to launch the Black podcast called Black Remembering, bringing in the heavy and the hope. And that's going to be in April. So stay tuned. And you know what? We'd like to invite you to be a part of the podcast. So if you are interested, shoot your girl an email, Marcia@blackappalachiancoalition.org. Again, that's Marcia@blackappalachiancoalition.org. And then, after that, you'll be able to shoot our fellows an email and just say, hey, I'm interested in telling my story. I'm interested in telling my story about, my community, what it was like then and what it's like now, and the hope that I have for my community, the hope that I have to leave the legacy for my children and my children's children, the hope that I have for today, that I can continue to birth into my hopes for tomorrow, and the hope that I have in linking together, ways of life that we can bring in the healing that we need. So again, thank you all for being the best part of Black, and that is yourself. And thank you for following us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I think we may have a little something on TikTok, y'all, but I don't know much about it. But anywho, you know what? Follow us. Go to the website, get familiar with us and join us. We need you, because it's going to take not just some of us, it's going to take all of us. And guess what? White people, we're not pushing you out. We need to build a move that unifies us and that brings in solidarity. So even though you're not Black, it doesn't mean that you can't be a part of Black. We need allies. We need individuals who will stand with us, who understand that it's not going to take just some of us. It's going to take all of us in solidarity and in love. I am Bishop Marcia Dinkins, the Executive Director and founder of the Black Appalachian Coalition, and I am wishing you so much joy for your today and your tomorrow and your everyday. Take care, everybody. Talk soon.